You know, Siddharth, when you look at that picture, and that's exactly how I also spotted this, look at the chair, the size of the chair, the fabric, the color, texture, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, do you think Atishi is not as capable as an Arvind Kejriwal is? Why does she need an empty chair next to her to govern Delhi? Can you tell me, is there an empty chair in charge of Delhi today, Siddharth?
Yeah, Deepi, it's nice to be back on your program, and Suhail was jovial enough to start with a little bit of humor. So I'll give a witty reply to your question first and then come to the substantial part if you permit me to. Now we have a Prime Minister of India who says that "Main to chowkidar." That means that the Prime Minister's chair is vacant next to him because he's the chowkidar. Now who is sitting on that Prime Minister's chair, empty chair next to him? Mr. Adani, with whom he goes to Greece, with whom he goes to Sri Lanka, with whom he goes to Bangladesh, and Mr. Adani gets contracts from those nations. Isn't it better than that? Point number two, in every home of India, at least a Sanatani home, there is a puja room where nobody sits or nobody sleeps. If Atishi is doing that, the beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder, correct? Now the point is, Atishi's tweet is very clear that she is following Bharata's model, where Ram was out of Ayodhya, out of the capital, and she was taking care of it. It is very clear, Aam Aadmi Party, while Arvind Kejriwal was resigning, he said that I am going to the people's court. If the people re-elect me, I'll come back to the chief minister's chair. So if Atishi or Aam Aadmi Party is following the principles laid down in Ramayana, from which she has taken the page out of Bharat, and incidentally, Bharat is the same person on whose name India is also called as Bharat. How can BJP have an objection to it? It's as simple as that. Please understand the main point.
Siddharth, for a moment, forget the BJP. That's what Suhail said. It's about the people. Either you believe that the Delhi ki Janta is such a fool, you give them free electricity, you give them free pani, they will forget everything else. They will forgive you for this theatrics, for this drama, everything. Siddharth, let's be a little serious. You know, you are telling Atishi that you are the chief minister only till the next election. That's point number one.
Correct.
Do you believe that she's incapable? She's any less than Arvind Kejriwal? Or this is psychophancy, you know, like the BJP has been also alleging, and a lot of our viewers have today asked that what is wrong in Atishi as the chief minister? Why does she need to sit next to an empty chair?
So
You
BJP
respect
doesn't-
Arvind Kejriwal, you be loyal to Arvind Kejriwal, but what is the symbolism of having an empty chair right next to you?
So psychophancy is being now given a lecture by BJP, which says that even in Madhya Pradesh they want a double engine ki sarkar, they want a sarkar in the name of Mr. Narendra Modi. Isn't that psychophancy? Unemployed youth are advised to sell pakodas by BJP. A 55-year-old Arvind Kejriwal has resigned twice in 10 years.
But you are not the BJP, no, Siddharth. You are a different party. You are an Aam Aadmi Party.
For the last 22 years. Isn't it? Even after reaching 75 years. That's what Arvind Kejriwal is asking. Isn't the Sangha Parivar, Mr. Mohan Bhagwat, worried about BJP itself going against its own tenet of 75 years retirement? Wasn't Mr. Advani ji retired at 75? Wasn't Mr. Murli Manohar Joshi retired at 75? Wasn't Sumitra Mahajan retired at 75? Wasn't Yediyurappa retired at 75? Why is BJP so hell-bent on saying that no, Modi ji ke liye ek exception hai? So let's come back to the main point
Modi
here.
only
Let's not
74.
BJP lecture others about psychophancy. The question is here, Arvind Kejriwal is symbolic of sacrifice, and Modi and BJP are symbolic of.
So are you saying then, Siddharth, that unless there is an empty chair next to Atishi, people will forget the sacrifice that perhaps an Arvind Kejriwal has made?
I am the future that was born 100 years ago. I am the purpose that emerged with India's independence to be a force for business that makes doing good our business. Towards an independence where knowledge sets us free. To think big and achieve bigger. To take India to the world and the world to India. Creating pathways of self-reliance. To stand for progress, the planet and the people. Towards a future made perfect. And be a force creating abundance. Because independence is not a moment in history. It's a never-ending path to prosperity. Aditya Birla Group, a force for good.